Jesus will give someday for everyone who serves the Lord and who keeps the faith. I'm gonna sing His love from the highest hills, gonna preach His word and do His will. I've got a reason to live for, I'm gonna serve the Lord. I've got a reason to live for, I'm gonna serve the Lord.
You've heard about a place called heaven up in the blue. I'm glad that all my sins are forgiven. I'm telling you, I'd like to see you get this feeling you can receive. God's ready now to give you this feeling if you believe. He's a personal Savior.
A personal Savior.
He's a personal friend.
He's mine, I know.
Yes, He's mine, I know.
I love Him so. He did my soul.
Yes, He did my soul.
A personal
favor too.
That's why I'll tell it out wherever I may go. When I am blue.
When I am blue and feeling oh so low down,
He'll take me through.
He'll take me through. Old Satan can't get me down.
And from the
path that is mine, I'll go away. For He's a friend.
He's a friend, what a friend, He's a personal friend.
Don't ever try to quench the spirit when God's around. Some people seem to get so near it, they turn it down. Judgment, you're gonna see the Savior that you pass by. Think how you're gonna feel that morning when others cry. He's a personal Savior.
A personal Savior.
He's a personal friend.
He's mine, I know.
Yes, He's mine, I know.
I love Him so. He did my soul.
Yes, He did my soul.
A personal favor
too.
That's why I'll tell it out wherever I may go. When I am blue.
When I am blue and feeling oh so low down,
He'll take me through.
He'll take me through. Old Satan can't get me down.
And from the
path that is mine, I'll never go away. For He's a friend.
He's a friend, what a friend, He's a personal friend. When I am blue.
When I am blue and feeling oh so low down,
He'll take me through.
He'll take me through. Old Satan can't get me down.
And from the path
that is mine,
I'll never wander.
For He's a friend.
He's a friend, what a friend, He's a personal friend.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Gospel Hour this Monday morning, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And we'll do it again tomorrow morning if you'll join me, 6 o'clock, 6:05 for the Gospel Hour. Now, stay tuned. We got all the latest news from the weekend coming up.
WCAB News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. There's a call for yet another Russia-related congressional investigation of the president.
I'm Tom Foti. Even as Washington absorbs the testimony of former FBI Director James Comey about his firing and the possible Trump campaign Russia link investigation he says led to it, the ranking Democrat on the Senate Judiciary Committee wants to investigate possible obstruction of justice by the president.
The judiciary staff are all lawyers, and so there is an opportunity to look at the law with respect to obstruction of justice, to hold a hearing, and also to have those relevant people come before the Judiciary Committee.
Senator Dianne Feinstein was on CNN State of the Union. Tom Foti, CBS News, Washington.
Police in Monroe are investigating the death of a teenager who was shot and killed on Sunday afternoon. According to Monroe police, 17-year-old Khalik Farmer was going to a cookout, but before he made it there, he was fatally shot. Lieutenant Bobby Manis of the Monroe police tells WCNC News the investigation is ongoing.
We are led to believe that there was more than one gun involved in this incident.
Bill Cosby's sexual assault trial has moved swiftly and produced gripping testimony. The case could reach the jury early this week as the prosecution rested on Friday. CBS News correspondent Matt Piper has been covering the trial from Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Before it goes in the jury's hands, the Bill Cosby trial is in the hands of his attorneys. After the prosecution rested its case against the comedian Friday, the defense now has its chance to tell its side. What everyone's wondering, will Cosby himself take the stand? Most court observers called that risky given the cross-examination he would face, but his spokesman last week hinted it could happen.
The Coast Guard has suspended its search for a teenage boy who went missing while swimming at Emerald Isle over the weekend. 2 teens from Wayne County were caught on a rip current on Saturday afternoon. Their names were not released. You're listening to NCN News.
At Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, people ask us, what's the secret to your supremely good Southern fried chicken? It's no secret, it's Juicy Bird. What a great word, Juicy Bird. You know, sometimes I say it and it sounds absurd, Juicy Bird. Now, here it is, slurred, Juicy Bird. Say it without smiling, try it, and then taste it. And your mouth is going to smile too. Juicy Bird, Juicy Bird.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Employers, if you're looking to fill open positions, NCJobsNow.com with its powerful statewide ad campaign can reach applicants all across North Carolina. And there's more good news. NCJobsNow.com has lower rates on single listings, plus an introductory offer that makes NCJobsNow.com the most cost-efficient way to advertise your job openings. For larger employers, plans are available that enable you to post all your job openings. For more details, go to NCJobsNow.com. That's NCJobsNow.com.
Remembering those who lost their lives at Orlando's Pulse nightclub.
Let's go! It happened a year ago today.
Come to me, hands up,
Gunman Omar Mateen killed 49 people and wounded 53 others at Orlando's Pulse nightclub before he was killed in a shootout with police. Today, survivors of the worst mass shooting in modern U.S. history, along with family and friends of those who died, are gathering for a series of remembrance services at the site. At noon, church bells throughout Orlando are scheduled to ring 49 times. I'm Matt Small.
The importance of Medicaid in small towns and rural parts of North Carolina cannot be overstated, according to a new report from the Georgetown University Center for Children and Families and the North Carolina Rural Health Research Program. Adam Searing with Georgetown's McCourt School of Public Policy explains.
When you see that number of over half of kids getting Medicaid in these small towns and rural areas, you can really see that any changes to the Medicaid program really do impact very significantly small towns and unincorporated areas of the state.
Democratic Senator Charles Schumer of New York says President Donald Trump's plan to privatize the nation's air traffic control system could mean higher costs for consumers. Correspondent Julie Walker reports.
Senator Schumer says the plan President Trump announced on June 5th would give the airlines too much power to raise fees.
The whole thing would be financed by fees through the National Airspace System. That's a fancy word for meaning your airline tickets.
Schumer says a better way to fix the system is to spend money on what's already in place, including upgrades to GPS. Trump said air traffic control operations should be separated from the FAA and that privatization would increase safety and reduce passenger wait times. Julie Walker, New York.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN.
Get the best results for your marketing dollars with a professional team at WCAB. Call Tracy or Jim at 287-3356.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. An emotional anniversary at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, 1 year after 49 people were killed in the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. Families gathered this morning for a private moment. ABC's Aaron Katursky is outside the club in Orlando with more.
June 12th, 2016 was Latin night at Pulse.
Our regulars were out, having a good time.
Ray Rivera was the DJ that night.
When the first shots rang out, I assumed that it was some type of music.
It was just after 2 a.m.
Shots fired, multiple down.
An off-duty detective working security at Pulse, Andy Gruler, radioed in.
I only got one officer here with me. I still have a subject inside.
People were hiding underneath my DJ booth.
Rivera ran. So did Tommy Connolly.
And I'm still hearing the gunshots from inside the club, not stopping.
The shooting did not stop until 49 people were killed.
Everyone that's survived that night has survivor's guilt.
Aaron Katursky, ABC News.
Police expect thousands to attend public events throughout the day today in Orlando. Attorney General Jeff Sessions will testify on Capitol Hill tomorrow, facing questions about his meetings with the Russian ambassador and his role in the firing of FBI Director James Comey. Decision still being made on whether his testimony will be public or in closed session. The attorneys general of Maryland and D.C. are filing suit against President Trump, focusing on his decision to retain ownership of his company. ABC legal analyst Roy Oakes.
The lawsuit sounds like it has a powerful legal basis. It says states have a right to insist on honest government, but courts can be strict about enforcing the standing requirement, meaning in order to sue, you have to prove you personally have been injured by someone's conduct. Here, Trump will claim the case should be dismissed for lack of a direct link between his acceptance of gifts and injury to any state government.
18 members of a now-banned Penn State fraternity are due in court today, all facing charges in the alleged hazing death of 19-year-old Timothy Piazza. A judge will decide if there's enough evidence to go to trial. Bill Cosby's sex assault trial could wrap up this week. You're listening to ABC News.
This is a special announcement for all Americans who owe back taxes to the IRS or state. Pay attention. There's a special toll-free hotline set up especially for you. This hotline will give you free information on how you can legally reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call the taxpayer hotline today at 1-800-442-4840. Grab a pen or put the number in your cell phone. 1-800-442-4840. You'll speak with qualified professionals who will tell you how to stop the collection calls, IRS letters, bank levies, and wage garnishments. And they'll deal directly with the IRS on your behalf so you don't have to. Even if you haven't filed returns or are already in a payment plan, you can still get relief. New IRS settlement policies have opened the doors for a fresh start. But hurry, this won't last forever, and your tax problem will only get worse if you do nothing or try to handle it yourself. It makes a big difference in who you call. So call the taxpayer hotline today for free information. 1-800-442-4840. 1-800-442-4840.
Major companies are yanking their sponsorships of a famous New York City theater group after a play apparently depicted the death of President Trump.
A Donald Trump lookalike getting knifed to death on stage has sponsors crying havoc and letting slip the dogs of war. Delta Airlines and Bank of America are dropping their support of Shakespeare in the Park's performance of Julius Caesar at New York Central Park. The performance began in late May and runs through June 18th. The Public Theater's artistic director says their production is in no way advocating violence toward anyone. Dave Schreiber, ABC News, New York.
Broadway center stage in New York City last night. That's a cast of Dear Evan Hansen that came out to be the biggest winner at the Tony Awards. Bette Midler also a winner for her lead role in the revival of Hello, Dolly.
I'd like to thank the American Theater Wing to begin with, and all the Tony voters, many of whom I have actually dated. And
this is Midler's first competitive Tony win, previously winning a special award in 1974. She spoke for nearly 4 minutes, refusing to be played off by the band. The winner, holding the single Powerball ticket worth nearly $450 million, can claim the prize as early as today. The ticket was sold in Southern California. This is ABC News.
My name is Jim. I'm a veteran. I lost both legs in Vietnam. My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
I'm Julius. I'm a veteran. My victory is going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission, helping veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned.
I'm Cece. My victory was finishing my education.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC.
You know, Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road in Spindale, has been part of the family for years. Your granddad, your dad, and now this generation is depending on the great inventory, excellent service, and better pricing. Listen to some of these items we need probably right about now. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 a bag. Dog food, fire and ant killer in spray and granular, flea and tick prevention, carpenter bee traps, weed killer, and so much more. Go see Scott and his team today at 770 Oakland Road, Spindale, and keep the family tradition going.
We should see skies vary between mostly sunny and partly cloudy as we kick off the week today. It'll be fairly hot, a little bit humid, as highs reach around 86 to 91. Tonight will be mostly fair, a little muggy with a south to southwest breeze, lows in the mid to upper 60s. On Tuesday, we'll see partly sunny skies. We'll have a slight chance of an afternoon thunder shower, mainly toward the foothills counties. Highs tomorrow again about 86 to 91, a little better chance of a storm or two on Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Mike Moss. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this marvelous Monday morning. It is a beautiful day, although cloudy, and we're 65 degrees right now. Should be warming up to about 88 for our daytime high with a possibility of a late afternoon isolated thunderstorm. About a 20% chance of that happening. Now, scattered showers and scattered thunderstorms in the forecast every day this week, pretty much. Slight chance. It starts increasing as the week unfolds, up to about 60% on by Thursday night, Friday, and Friday night. But it goes from 20% today to 40% tomorrow, Wednesday 50%, Thursday 60%, Friday 60%, Saturday 40%, and Sunday 50%. So it's up and down kind of way. The weather's looking this week, so perhaps it'll be pretty good. We had a pretty good weekend, didn't we? Beautiful weather this weekend. Right now, though, it's cloudy and 65. We'll anticipate that weather for you and keep you posted on any major changes that develop, if there are any major changes. Glad to have you this morning. We'll get to the call-around portion, find out what happened over the weekend in just a few moments. Right now, though, I have these death announcements. Stephanie Haynes, age 33 of Ellenboro, passed away Saturday at the hospice house. Funeral arrangements are incomplete and will be announced by Harrelson Funeral Home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements. An online guest registry is available at www.harrelsonfuneralhome.com for Stephanie Haynes. J.D. Haynes, 91 of Forest City, passed away Saturday at the Holly Springs Rest Home. The graveside service will be conducted at 11 o'clock today at the Cool Springs Cemetery with Reverend Jerry Roop officiating. Military honors will be rendered by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. The family will receive friends immediately following the service at the graveside. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for J.D. Haynes. Ruby Byers Bridges, age 77 of Sandy Mush, passed away Friday, June 9th at the Carolinas Health System, Cleveland. The funeral service will be conducted at 6 o'clock this evening at Victory Baptist Church of Ellenboro with Reverend Johnny McCarty and Reverend Danny Black officiating. Burial will follow in the church cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the church. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Ruby Byers Bridges of Sandy Mush. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. The complete information on these and others as they become available can be heard this morning at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report right here on WCAB in Rutherfordton. Well, the Braves had a sort of a tough weekend. They did have a good win on Friday night over the Mets. They beat them 3-2. And then on Sunday there was a doubleheader and they lost both of those. Game 1, Mets beat them 6-1. In Game 2, the Mets beat them 8-1. And that was Saturday. Then on Sunday, the Mets beat the Braves 2-1. So they didn't have too good a weekend, but they'll pick it back up hopefully tonight as they take on the Nationals. And that's 5:50 airtime, but we'll join that pregame following News 13 at 6. And we'll carry the Braves throughout the season. And this morning, a little after 8 o'clock, we'll have an Owls report, Forest City Owls report about the big doubleheader this evening, I believe. And also have another special guest. Mark Franklin will be in a little after 8:35 this morning. And our broadcast of the next Owls game will be Thursday evening. Right now, we stay tuned. We've got the latest news from around the county as we open up the phone lines in just a few moments and find out what's been happening around the neighborhood. Right after the Rush Limbaugh Morning Update coming up now.
Anything, even when he is totally at fault. That's the upshot of a New York Times article analyzing the continued Obamacare freefall. The Times reports what many of us understood from the beginning. Obama was playing fast and loose with the law. His regime knew that they had no legal right to provide billions of dollars in health care subsidies, but they did it anyway. It's a case study in arrogance. First, Obama figured that if timid Republicans threw any legal challenges, they'd be handled by the courts, which he had stacked with liberal activist judges. Second, if that failed, no worries, President Hillary Clinton would fix the problem. But they miscalculated. The courts have now ruled that Obama had no authority to give insurance companies $130 billion in subsidies. As for Hillary, well, even though she's floated 1,000 excuses why she lost, the facts remain she lost. She can't fix anything, including herself. Meanwhile, the costs of these illegal Obama subsidies are still rising and threatening to implode Obamacare. So guess who the Democrats and their masters in the drive-by media are blaming? That's right, President Trump, for not rushing in to solve this mess. You see, Obama's legacy must be protected at all costs, no matter how morally bankrupt that legacy may be. Imagine that I only gave you part of a news story. Be pretty hard to follow, right? Well, that's exactly what happens when you rely on your credit card and bank statements to protect your identity. I mean, sure, your bank can help detect credit card fraud, but not the many other ways your identity can be stolen, like when somebody opens a new account or applies for an online loan in your name. That's why there's LifeLock. LifeLock uses technology to alert you to a wider range of identity threats, and if you have a problem, one of their U.S.-based specialists will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, you can get more comprehensive identity protection than you can get anywhere else. Join now, get 10% off when you visit LifeLock.com/rush or call them, 800-440-4833. Use the promo code RUSH. That's LifeLock.com/rush and save 10%.
WCAB has been serving the community with family-friendly radio programming for 50 years. Thank you, Rutherford County, for making WCAB your radio station of choice. Turn it up. WCAB 590 Rutherfordton.
Not on my watch, our military service members say, as they volunteer to serve. Not on my watch, they say, as they leave their families behind to keep the rest of ours safe. As they move out, stand firm, and take fire. So not on our watch, we say, to the severely ill or injured veterans who can't get the care they deserve, the therapists they need to walk again, the treatment they need to talk again, the lifetime of day-to-day help they need to live full and independent lives. When there's no more government funding, or a nursing home seems like the only option, or everyone says there's no hope for recovery, we won't leave one warrior behind. Not on our watch. Find out how you can do your part at findwwp.org.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the state of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. You know, you can find a perfect floor to fit your home in spite of how many children you might have, how much traffic there is coming in and out. You can find a perfect floor to fit your home and your budget if you'll just stop by Southern Carpet and ask them about how easy it's going to be for you to get something. Maybe that Tarkett flooring might be what you're looking at. Hurry and take advantage of some springtime excellent selections right now of Tarkett, only at Southern Carpet, 1512 West Main Street, Forest City. And visit them on the web at southerncarpet.net. You can browse around the website and see a lot of beautiful different designs of carpet as floor covering. And they understand how things are, and they understand how you might want one room right now, maybe the whole house, maybe the hallway, whatever your desires are. If you got a house at the mountains, you want that carpeted or floor covered, Let Southern Carpet do it. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it a long, long time. 1512 West Main Street in Forest City. Or call 245-0310.
In 1835, Samuel A. Maverick moved to the San Antonio, Texas area and started practicing law. He was even one of the signers of the Texas Declaration of Independence. A neighbor owed him $1,200. With no ready cash, the neighbor offered to pay him in cattle. So, reluctantly, on June 11, 1844, Samuel agreed to take 400 head of cattle. Not wanting to deal with the cattle, Samuel hired someone to take care of them. The hired hand branded the calves with Samuel's MK brand. But soon things got out of hand, and many of the calves went unbranded. By 1854, Samuel's unbranded cattle were roaming all over the area, and his neighbors started complaining. Finally, in 1856, Samuel sold his cattle to another rancher. The cattle were sold on the basis of range delivery. This meant that the rancher bought an approximate number of cattle that happened to be located on the open range. Whenever the new owner found an unbranded cow, he claimed them as Samuel Maverick's cattle or Mavericks. By 1857, people in the area were referring to unbranded cattle as Mavericks. But the term didn't come into general use until after the Civil War, when the cattlemen returned to find tens of thousands of unbranded cattle roaming the plains. It's interesting to note that during this time, although taking a branded cow was a hanging offense, to take an unbranded calf that wasn't following a cow or a maverick was not rustling. And this is the way many a cattle ranch started out. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Well, it's a brand new Monday, brand new week. Here we are getting started now with our call-around report to find out what's been happening over the weekend and give us an update. It's Deputy Butron with the Sheriff's Department to get us in line of what's been happening over there. Good morning. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
Doing great. Tell us what's been going on in your department.
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 248 calls for service. The jail has processed 13 arrests, and there's currently 190 detainees in the jail. For incident reports, Marshal Joe Wilson reported a misdemeanor larceny. Adam Wesley Labrie reported Holly Marie Honeycutt reported a Adam Wesley Labrie missing. Timothy Pano Powell reported a larceny of a motor vehicle. Robbie Scott Green reported a misdemeanor larceny and a second-degree trespass. Billy Dwight Prince reported an injury to real property. Bill Moore reported a break and entering and a larceny after break and entering. Shakira Simone Davis reported a damage to personal property. Philip Eugene Sane reported a misdemeanor larceny. For arrest reports, Bridget Ann Samuel was served with a show cause order. Jonathan Andrew Weeks was charged with false police report to the police station. Billy James Ashley was charged with a federal indictment. Alonzo Munoz was charged with a show cause order. Gary Shannon Lowry was charged with misdemeanor larceny and an attempted larceny. Laura Avery Wall Early was charged with a misdemeanor larceny and an attempted larceny. Joshua Aaron Lawing was charged with assault with deadly weapon inflicting serious injury. And that's all we have.
David Butron, we do appreciate the report, and you be safe out there today.
Thank you, sir.
See you. Bye-bye. If you want to hear this report again, be sure to tune in a little after 8 o'clock this morning. We'll have the replay of this sheriff's report. Right now it's 19 past 7. The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. And here is Lindsay. Now, Lindsay has a report for us from the 911 Communications Center. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Good. What's on the report from the weekend?
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 818 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 71 EMS, 25 rescue, under law enforcement, 248 Sheriff's Office, 105 Forest City, 20 Lake Lure, 48 Spindale. 48 Rutherfordton, 152 Spindale. Under fire calls, Ellenborough had a motor vehicle accident, as well as SDO. Forest City had an industrial fire alarm. Lake Lure had an industrial residential fire alarm. SDO had an industrial fire alarm. And Spindale had a motor vehicle accident. And that's all.
Thanks, Lindsay. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. We're 1 past the hour of 7. We're being kind today to all grandparents in our listening audience. All the grandparents, we salute you. We know it's a great job that you have, and so we salute grandparents today.
More than 1 million Americans have heart attacks each year, and if you or a loved one experiences symptoms of a heart attack, every second matters. That's why the emergency department at Rutherford Regional Health System is a chest pain accredited facility. What does that mean to you? Well, it means quality care right here at home that could save precious seconds when treating the symptoms of a heart attack. To learn more about Rutherford Regional and its commitment to safe quality care, visit myrutherfordregional.com.
I want to check in now with the SDO Fire District and get that report from Ruby Taylor. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report, Ruby?
Well, they had an industrial fire alarm, and I think they had a vehicle accident. And I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries today. And the signs are in the legs today and tomorrow, and that's all I've got, Jim.
Thanks, Ruby. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, when you need a plumber, you want someone with a reputation of getting right out to you and getting the job done for you the right way. That'll be Olmsted Plumbing. Since 1973, the Olmsted family has been serving homeowners and builders with the best of service. From unclogging a drain to replacing fixtures and appliances to remodeling jobs, their top quality work, fair prices, and punctual service has made them the area's leading plumbing firm. Eric and Chad are continuing that family tradition, and they'd like to serve you. Call 245-7302. Experience plus equipment equals excellence. Olmsted Plumbing at 245-7302.
Stop into Save-A-Lot Grocery and save big money every day. Choose from a variety of name brand merchandise at incredible low prices. Save big on fresh meats, vegetables, pastries, frozen foods, deli items, and so much more. They are located in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale.
Now let's head up to a rumbling ball this morning, see if we can get a report out of Steve. See if he's there this morning. And here he is in living color after a big flower show this weekend. Steve, how you doing this morning?
Oh yes, sir. I'm trying to get reacclimated here to normalcy.
Had a big show?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was. They're very successful.
Good.
It looked like Black Friday when they opened the doors. A lot of people wanted to buy those daylilies, so we did that as an afterthought. Thought that we can get a few extra customers, but turns out a lot of folks got them in the door by offering the sale of the daylilies. So I'm glad you brought that up last week for me to announce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just by the way, we're doing this. But anyway, it was, we had many folks show up. It was good. All was good.
I saw some Facebook pictures of it. It sounded like it looked like it was really a gorgeous room full of flowers.
Yes, it was. It was just amazing, and we had to throw all those away at the end. Daylilies, they don't last but a day anyway. So, but I sure hated to fill the trash can full of those beautiful flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it was. A lot of folks said hello to me from the radio station, so that worked out well too.
Great.
So that was awesome. Here we only had one wedding. I say only. It was a pretty large wedding this weekend, but there were no consequences or negative events associated with it, or the activities this weekend. It was nice to go. Pretty weather. So good time had by all with little issues in the way. So now it looks like we may get some rainy weather coming up sometime this week, so I guess we'll hunker down for that.
Yep. We'll prepare for it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Steve, I hope you have a wonderful Monday and get some rest when you can, and we'll check in with you next time.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Bye-bye. 25 past the hour of 7.
It's a for sure thing. Sisk Family Ford in Forest City is earning a quality reputation for offering an attractive inventory of new and used cars and trucks. If you want a new Ford truck, you'll be a smart shopper to let Sisk Family Ford quote you a deal. From a car for the newlywed to the car for the large family, let the Sisk Family Company help your family get the best deal. Stop by and welcome Terry Date back to Forest City. Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
All right, Bob Hodge is up next. He's up in the Hudlow Fire District area. And let's say good morning to Bob. How you doing, Bob?
Well, good Monday morning.
Yes, sir. I tell you, you had a good weekend, I know.
Oh, yeah, we had a good weekend, and yesterday it got pretty hot, too, on us there, so looks like we're going to have a few of them hot days this week, so everybody just try to stay cool and don't get out and overwork and get dehydrated or something there.
That's good advice.
That's easy to do in this hot weather. And Jim, up here with the fire department, no fire wreck calls. We've answered a few medical calls, but everything else is quiet. And want to wish Foy and Shirley Tony a happy wedding anniversary today. And Jim, that's about it. You just sort of short this morning there, and
well, no news.
Everybody has a good day today.
No news is good news, they say.
That's right there. Sure is there.
Well, listen, I hope you have a great Monday, and we'll check back in with you first thing tomorrow morning.
Well, you too, Jim.
Thanks, Bob. Bye-bye. And you can catch Bob in the afternoon report also with Tom Green. 27 now past the hour. You know, we know and recognize what we've got here in the county. At least most of us do recognize that. But now folks know it all over the country, and folks at Our State Magazine understand it, that we've got a real prized possession at Washburn Store. Our State Magazine, again, is celebrating the Washburns and the store and the history of it in this month's May issue of Our State Magazine, celebrating North Carolina. Great picture in there of the Washburns and a little bit about the history, how the store started, and some of the things they carry in the store. It's just a great opportunity for you to learn more about what's been happening over there. Now, if you have access to Our State Magazine, or if you don't, you can pick up one at some point or buy one somewhere. But better yet, just go by Washburn Store and see yourself about what's taking place. Page 126, it talks about Washburn's General Store in Rutherford County was a stagecoach stop at one time. 5 generations later, it's where locals eat lunch and orders come in from around the world. What a great place. Go by and visit Washburn Store. You'll be impressed, as so many other folks outside our area are impressed. We got it right here at home.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Confidential Insurance Review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, life, and health insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Now we're over to Cherry Mountain Fire District, I believe. And Sue Price, good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
How was your weekend?
Oh, we had a good weekend. I hope you did.
I did indeed.
Good. I'm starting out at 66 degrees this morning, and it's cloudy. I don't know whether the sun's going to pop out or not. Maybe we get a little rain today. That'd be all right. And let's see. I didn't have any calls from the fire department. I have no birthdays on my church calendar or my personal calendar for today. So, and on Fairviews, they've got an anniversary today for Rick and Kathy Chapman. So happy anniversary to those folks. And First Broad has a birthday for Melanie Queen Blackwell. So happy birthday to Melanie. In my announcements, today is the blood drive up at Golden Valley Community Club. That'll be from 3:30 to 6:30. So if you can give blood, come on up. If you registered, or if you didn't register, they'll get to you as soon as they can. And the Ellenboro Women's Club is taking orders for baked goods. The pickup day will be June 29th, beginning at 4 p.m. To order or for more information, you can call Carol at 453-7768 or Jane at 245-2008. And so far, Joe, that's the only announcements that I've got. It's just a quiet, calm day over here. I hope you'll have a good day.
Thanks, Sue. You too, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Jerry Mountain, nice and quiet over there this morning. Now we're going to turn our attention to the exhaust system and muffler of our cars. How's yours doing? I tell you, don't let it go long without that problem. You need to take it on over to Jackson Custom Muffler and Exhaust System in Forest City. They're now open. Part of the good news about Jackson Custom Muffler and Exhaust System being open is that Jerry Benfield is the man to do the work for you. And Jerry has a great reputation, over 16 years of experience. And if you want it done right, bring your automobile to Jackson Custom Muffler and Exhaust System. If it has to do with mufflers and exhaust system, don't guess at it. Let Jerry do it right the first time. They're in the building right across from Staley Pallets, West Main Street, Forest City, just a couple of doors up from Southern Carpet. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5. So they'll be opening up here in about 30 minutes from right now. Remember the name, Jackson Custom Muffler and Exhaust System. If yours needs some checking on, be sure you take it to the right people.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for City.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for City. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Now we're upstate Union Mills to get the Kelly Report on this Monday morning, this marvelous Monday morning. Brenda Kelly, how you doing?
I'm fine on this marvelous Monday. I hope you are.
I am indeed.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Did you get a lot done this weekend? Did you rest up?
Well, let's see. I went with my daughter to see her daddy Saturday afternoon, and we got him out of the house and took him over to see his sister. And he couldn't hardly make it over there and back, but we weathered it and got him out of the house a little bit, and then we went, I went to church twice yesterday, so that's about all I've done. And cut a great old big watermelon. It was delicious.
Oh, so, boy.
Yeah. Oh, it was good and juicy, yeah.
Well, I'll have to think about those watermelons. I love watermelon, but I didn't even think about them being ready this early.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're ready.
Good.
They're at the produce stands, and they're good. Or the one that I had was good. So that's good. I took a lot of it to church last night, and everybody enjoyed it. So that was good.
I don't like for anybody just to hear this, but I remember as a kid going through watermelon patches with me and some buddies, and picking one up and busting it and going for the heart of it.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. That was just things we done back then. Wouldn't it be nice if that was all that children got into today?
Wouldn't it though? Wouldn't it
Yeah.
Though?
Yeah.
It's more serious business than popping a watermelon open.
Yeah, and shootings and drugs and and all that. Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, we lived when life was simple, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and I'm thankful for that.
I am too. Yeah, I didn't. I don't ever remember going through a watermelon patch, and I know one time up in Virginia, I was visiting my sister, and this old man next door had some strawberries out front, and we was playing ball, and our ball went down there in it. He told us we couldn't go down there in his and get our ball because it messed his strawberries up. Well, I stayed up that night and crawled on my belly, went down there and pulled them strawberries up.
Oh, my goodness.
I was mean.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
He wouldn't let us have our ball.
So what did you do to the strawberries?
I pulled them up.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Did he ever know who did it?
I don't know if he ever knew who did it or not. I guess not, because I didn't get punished for it.
Did you get your ball?
Yeah, got my ball. I sure did. It was laying down there.
Oh, my goodness.
But that's just some things we done when we was young.
And I thought busting watermelons was bad.
That's the only time I ever remember doing anything like that. But I done it. I'm guilty.
Well, we'll forgive you.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah. Well, let's see. I've got 60 degrees on the front porch. Don't have but one birthday today, Caleb Ward. I don't have any on Macedonia or Rand Hill, so we hope Caleb has a great old big day on his special day. And for rent, Union Mills Community House, this is on Hudlow Road. And Union Mills need a family-friendly setting for birthday party, graduation party, reunion, wedding reception. This is the place. $75 a day or $25 to set up the day before. For information, call Kay Briscoe at 223-6130 or Christine Almans at 287-3502. And that's all I know of it's going on. I know when I come home from church yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. It might have been Saturday. But anyway, whatever day it was, there was a bunch of people there. So I'm glad to see that people use the community house.
Yeah, it's been used quite a bit, I think, and I'm glad of that, too. I'd hate to see buildings like that torn down. I'm glad they can be recycled, so to speak, and used again.
Yeah, and still used, because that's been a part of Union Mills since I was 15, 16 years old. I can remember that clubhouse.
Yeah.
I think I was 16 when I met Donald. I done forgot. And we went to the square dances up there.
Just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few years ago. Just bat your eye and you're old.
Oh, boy, that's true. Well,
time just flies, but that's all right.
Well, Luther's back.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good.
He's back. He's going to be on radio here in a few minutes.
Well, good. Welcome back, Luther.
Yeah, he was anxious to get back in full. I don't know if he's full speed or not, but he's back.
He's chomping at the bit,
He
saying.
is, absolutely.
Okay, then.
Well, listen, you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one. We'll catch you later.
All right, bye-bye. That's Brenda Kelly reporting out of Union Mills this morning. And across the road here, they're open and ready and anxious to serve you. Gates open over there. And if you'll go by, you'll find out some spring and summer outdoor chemicals that are on special right now for fire ants, for weed killer, for the Remedy Ultra broadleaf herbicides. All that's specially priced right now by the gallon. They also have Sisal Baylor twine. 16,000, only $50.99 if you need some Baylor twine. Also check out their new and used not furniture, garden used equipment. That's what I'm trying to say. New and used farm equipment. You'll find all of that's available. They have a John Deere over there right now. John Deere 990 with loader, specially priced. They're the authorized dealer for Mary Tiller, and you'll find that and so much more at Farmers Friend Feed Seed and Supply. 168 Whiteside Road, right across the road here. And they're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 until 2.
Hot temperatures on the highway can be brutal on your automobile. RS Speedy Lube is there to help keep your automobile running clean. Keep the oil changed regularly. They'll check the fluids and vacuum the car. Next door, get the service you need on brakes, radiator, exhaust, CV joints, and radiator flush. RS Service Center also includes service on big trucks and campers. For the best car wash, it's the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash. RS Speedy Lube Service Center is a complete service center inside, outside, and down under Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton.
You know, there's nothing like good home-cooked meals if somebody at your house can cook a good home-cooked meal. But when you don't get that and you got to go out to eat, do the next best thing. Go to Gregory's Original for a meal. My goodness, you can enjoy fresh and delicious subs. Those grinders are exceptional. The burgers, the pastas, that garden fresh salad bar, or maybe a steak prepared to your perfection, maybe those wings. Well, you'll find something that fit the bill that you can say, man, this is my favorite place. Choose Gregory's for dinner or lunch today. In the Park Lane Plaza, right across the parking lot there from Ace Equipment, you can find them for special occasion catering jobs. If you want them to do that, they do an expert job. 287-2171. That's Gregory's Original. It's 7:40 here on this Monday morning, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back Luther Sweetthing Gilligan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Bishop, and the rest of the radio audience. It is good to be back home.
Oh boy, we've missed you, Luther. Hope you're doing better.
I am doing great. My arm's in good shape, and I'm in good shape. Well, no, I'm not in good shape. I'm not that good. But I'll get back to normal here before long.
Well,
but it is good to be back home.
Have they released you permanently, or you still have to go back and forth from time to time?
Well, I still got some appointments to make back, check on everything. They took stitches out of my arm for the second time Thursday. So they turned me loose for Friday, stopped all the medication, and told me I could go home.
Good. So what was the final prognosis of what was wrong with you?
They never did find out what was wrong.
Really?
Never did.
Mm.
He just went through his course. They got the poison I got the infection out of my arm, and then it messed up again, so they had to go back in and redo it. So they got it the second time, I think, or it didn't come back no more. And the stitches healed up, so they took me off the antibiotics and said, "You go home." And I left before they changed their mind.
I bet you did. I know you're happy to be out of there and back home into the normal routine. But we're glad to have you back.
Yeah, I didn't know how good I liked Ellenborough. It's for a nice place. But we're doing good there. They're having birthdays dead. See, the fire department, they had 5 medical calls over the weekend. Had 1 accident. Then they went down to Sissy Cliffside San Diego on a structure far down in Carolina. But they're quiet this morning. Nothing going on. Just enjoying a cup of coffee out of that. So. And that's what's going on. So you have a good day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, let me ask you, a big question in my mind is, while you were away like that in the hospital, in the recuperating center, did they feed you well?
Well, I was in the rehab there, and they treated me real nice.
Good.
I couldn't ask for any better treatment. The nurses were friendly, and everybody was friendly, and they just took good care of me.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad. Well, welcome back. We're glad to have you, and I know folks have been asking about you, and so they're good to hear that report straight from you.
Yeah. I'm glad to be back, and I appreciate all the cards and calls, the thoughts, and the prayers, and everything else. I needed all the help I could get.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, take care now.
Thanks, Luther. Bye-bye. That's Mr. Gillen back on the radio again out of Ellenborough. It's time for birthdays and anniversaries here on this Monday, the 12th day of June 12th. If you're celebrating a birthday or know someone that is, call us and we'll put them in the drawing for that cake from Granny B's. Birthdays and anniversaries coming up now, 287-3356, and we'll have a birthday party and celebrate who's celebrating today right here on WCAB.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
Get the sound facts on hearing. If you'll go to Miracle Ear, you'll find the sound facts. Schedule your free hearing test today. They got a free hearing test, no obligation whatsoever. And Miracle Ear has got an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. There's no better respected or well-known brand in hearing aids than Miracle Ear. They provide complete customer care packages, including 30-day satisfaction guarantee, lifetime care promise, 3-year limited warranty on all hearing solutions. Most insurance plans accepted. They have a financing plan available if you need that. And you can find out more about this Miracle Ear Genius 2.0 while you're there. It's an amazing piece of hearing equipment. Miracle Ear, locations right near you in Forest City, 1512 West Main Street, Suite 102. And in Shelby, it's 1506-2 East Dixon Boulevard. And the phone number you can get in touch with Lisa here in Forest City is 368-4126. In Shelby, 704-750-0215. Find out more about Miracle Hearing.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Well, for those pedophores that'll set off any meal for dessert is those pedophores from Granny B's, or if you got a party coming up, and those make great desserts and treats, just ask about those pedophores from Granny B's when you stop by there, and she always has plenty on display there, too. She's made, and they're always fresh and sweet. You're going to love them. Granny B's in Spindale. Happy birthday. Well, we're being kind to all grandparents today. All the grandparents. There are many of you out there. Many of you have many grandkids. Some of you just have one or two, and families growing now, even as we speak. But happy grandparents to you. Caleb Ward also is celebrating a birthday today. Van Robbins is 13 over at Forest City. Daryl and Jenny Bostick, 18 years together, Bostick. They live in Bostick. Lisa Morgan from Ruth having a birthday. Pamela Green also celebrating a birthday. And I want to wish former President George H.W. Bush a happy birthday today as well. We'll find out who's going to win that cake, but we know it won't be George W. Bush. George H.W. Bush, he won't win. He's not qualified. We have a drawing in just a moment.
Ronald Meredith, in his book Hurrying Big for Little Reasons, describes one quiet night in early spring. Suddenly, out of the night came the sound of wild geese flying. What is to compare with wild geese across the moon? It might have ended there except for the sight of our tame mallards on the pond. They heard the wild call they had once known. Their wings fluttered a feeble response. The urge to fly, to take their place in the sky for which God made them, was sounding in their feathered breasts, but they never raised from the water. The matter had been settled long ago. The corn of the barnyard was too tempting. Now their desire to fly only made them uncomfortable. Temptation is always enjoyed at the price of losing the capacity for flight. We too were designed to fly, figuratively speaking. God created us with the capacity for achievement. He wants us to soar. If we complain about substandard achievement because of working with turkeys, it says more about our response to life situations than it does about our coworkers. The mallards could have flown like they were designed to, but the temptations to stay with a life of ease and no risk kept them grounded. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for today's Key to Confident Living are now available in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.
And a big congratulations going out to Daryl and Jeannie Bostic, 18 years of marriage. They live in Bostic, so they've won the cake now from Granny B's. Daryl, Jenny, congratulations on winning the cake, and congratulations on this 18th year celebration. Now hang around, we got a fully packed hour next hour. We got, we'll have some books. Zach's coming in with the Owls, talking about big game tonight, other activities. We got the job market report. Tell you where some jobs are. Mark Franklin's coming in to talk about a new opportunity for learning more about the manufacturing in the county. It's a fully packed hour to keep you informed as well as entertained is our goal right here on 50-year-old WCAB Rutherford.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. President Trump has reportedly given Chief of Staff Reince Priebus until July 4th to restore political momentum at the White House. Politico reporter Tara Palmieri says that Trump warned Priebus last month after returning from his first foreign trip. But he says Mr. Trump also wants to avoid making it seem like his administration is in turmoil.
One thing that President Trump isn't actually able to use a lot of the skills that he had in the private sector. In the public sector, it's a big deal to fire the chief of staff, and he doesn't want to be the one to fire his chief of staff earlier than any other president.
The Coast Guard and local law enforcement are searching for a teenage boy who went missing while swimming at Emerald Isle. Emerald Isle officials say 2 teens were caught on a rip current Saturday afternoon. Brandon Jones is a lifeguard with the Emerald Isle Fire Department. He pulled one of the boys out of the water.
I feel very grateful that I've made a difference in somebody else's life, but at the end of the day, I'm just doing my job and what I've been, training for.
The teens were from Wayne County. A man diving off the North Carolina coast has been rescued by the U.S. Coast Guard and taken to a Virginia hospital. The diver was taken to Air Station Elizabeth City, where emergency medical personnel transferred him to Centera Norfolk General Hospital in Virginia. A remembrance ceremony is planned for today outside the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, where a gunman opened fire last year. When it was over, he'd killed 49 people and wounded 68 others.
Peter King in front of the Pulse nightclub in Orlando. At some point, the building itself will become a formal memorial, shape and form yet to be announced. For now, the outside remains a living, breathing, and evolving memorial with messages, signs, cards, flowers, candles, and always visitors. Peter King, CBS News at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando.
You're listening to NCN News.
Get ready for a totally new type of museum experience at the North Carolina Museum of History's groundbreaking new exhibit, North Carolina and World War I. Wind your way through a life-size trench system with 8-foot walls, a reproduction field hospital, floor-to-ceiling murals, historic film footage and interactive video, plus over 500 artifacts on display. Don't miss your chance to step into the shoes of a Tar Heel soldier from 100 years ago. It's free and now open at the North Carolina Museum of History in downtown Raleigh.
This weekend, why not celebrate Father's Day with the man you made a dad, or the father who calls you daughter or son? All weekend, Taggart Cars presents The Man Expo. See exotic cars, motorcycles, craft brews, and distilleries to sample. Perfect for your man, your little man, and of course, us ladies. Tickets $10 online at ncmanexpo.com. The Man Expo. This weekend, NC State Fairgrounds Exposition Center, powered by Taggart Cars.
There's been a U.S. airstrike in Somalia.
The U.S. military in Africa says it has carried out an airstrike on a rebel command and logistics camp in southwestern Somalia. The military, in a statement, says the early Sunday morning attack killed 8 members of al-Shabaab, a Somali group linked to al-Qaeda. Somalia's president, Mohammed confirms the attack, saying government and partner forces destroyed the training camp about 185 miles southwest of the capital, Mogadishu. I'm Tim McGuire.
More than 35 hunting, fishing, and outdoor groups sent a letter to members of North Carolina's congressional delegation calling on them to defend public lands in the state and the rest of the country. Tim Guswicki with the North Carolina Wildlife Federation, one of the groups leading the opposition, argues the lands are vital to American tradition and economy.
Public lands are part of the fabric of America. This letter is urging the North Carolina delegation to stay strong in support of public lands. Our message is keep public lands in public hands.
Embattled British Prime Minister Theresa May has appointed ministers to her shaky government as some Conservative colleagues rallied to support her, and others said her days were numbered after last week's disastrous election.
As rumours swirled about plots to oust May, British Foreign Minister Boris Johnson denied he was planning a leadership challenge. "I'm backing Theresa May, let's get on with the job," he said. Many senior Conservatives say May should stay for now to provide stability, but few believe she can hang on for more than a few months. May is seeking a deal with the Northern Irish Party to prop up the Conservative minority government. A deal between the government and the DUP could also unsettle the precarious balance between Northern Ireland's British Loyalist and Irish Nationalist parties, whose power-sharing administration in Belfast collapsed earlier this year. Karen Chamas, London.
Let the WCAB marketing team go to work for your business. It works. Call Tracy or Jim at 287-3356. From ABC News, I'm Sherry. Preston hopes for healing in Orlando 1 year after the Pulse nightclub massacre. Survivors and families marking the anniversary of the night nearly 50 people were killed with a private memorial. ABC's Aaron Katursky is there.
For so many here, it has been a year of anguish and healing, but on the anniversary, thoughts are with the victims.
In a way, it's connection to all of them. We're all from here, and we all were attacked, and we will not forget.
It's getting easier a year later.
Oh, God, no.
Maria is remembering her co-worker, Corey, one of 49 killed.
He's never going to be forgotten. Yeah, he died defending others and covering his girlfriend.
Corey Connell was 21 and had dreams of being a firefighter. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, Orlando.
Public events are scheduled for later this morning. A new lawsuit for President Trump accusing him of violating the Constitution because he still owns his companies. ABC News Chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl.
The D.C. Attorney General's office confirmed to ABC News that D.C. and Maryland will sue President Trump today, alleging a breach of anti-corruption clauses in the Constitution. In the lawsuit, which was first reported by the Washington Post, the attorneys general alleged the president has broken his promises to separate his public duties from his private businesses. It's the first time a state government has filed such a lawsuit against the president.
Tomorrow, Attorney General Jeff Sessions testifies before the Senate Intelligence Committee. No decision yet whether it will be a public or closed-door hearing. New concerns about the insider attack on U.S. troops in eastern Afghanistan.
The Army soldiers on a mission supporting Afghan special forces when an Afghan soldier turned his gun on them, killing 2 instantly, the third succumbing to his injuries. A 4th soldier wounded and medevaced to safety.
ABC Stephanie Ramos reporting. In the Horn of Africa, the U.S. military targeting the terror group Al-Shabaab, killing 8 militants. You're listening to ABC News.
Let's talk about sleep. You need it to function every day, and a good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in. You've heard everyone talking about it. If you're having trouble sleeping, tossing and turning, waking up with neck pain sounds familiar, right? Well, MyPillow may be the answer. MyPillow is made from patented material that will adjust to your individual needs regardless of your sleep position. It won't go flat, and it stays cool because, who doesn't want a cool pillow, right? And it comes with a 10-year warranty. Just go to MyPillow.com, click the Radio Listener Special tab, and use promo code SKY to get 2 premium king or queen pillows and 2 additional Go Anywhere travel pillows, all for 50% off and free shipping. That's MyPillow.com, promo code SKY, S-K-Y, or call 1-800-635-1825. 1-800-635-1825. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
Scary and confusing moments aboard a Chinese Airlines flight from Australia to Shanghai when a huge hole ripped open the engine casing. Passenger Ashley Beck describes what happened.
All of a sudden, some of our friends that were with us smelled burning, and we were didn't think anything of it really, but then all of a sudden it got really loud and it was and everyone was kind of just acting like it was normal, but we were a little bit interesting.
That flight did land safely back in Sydney. A case of mistaken identity has freed a man from Missouri after he served 17 years in prison. Richard Jones always maintained that he was innocent of a 1999 robbery. At a hearing last week, lawyers revealed the photo of a man who looks very much like Jones and even has the same first name. Jones says after seeing the photo, he understands how witnesses were mistaken.
It doesn't get the type of attention that it should get because it's purely injustice. And that's not right. We're supposed to be able to depend on our justice system.
Jones's attorney did not present any evidence that the other man committed the crime, but did show he lived near the robbery scene. Gas is believed to be the cause of 2 massive home explosions in 2 states. In New Jersey, the homeowner was critically injured, and the blast knocked out power to nearly 2,000 surrounding homes. And near Chicago, the homeowners were luckily not there when their house exploded, damaging 50 other homes. This is ABC News.
Brought to you by Attorney Tax. If you're in trouble with the IRS and owe at least $10,000 in back taxes, the IRS is now offering a special program called the Fresh Start Initiative, which can offer significantly reduced settlements that can reduce your liability by thousands of dollars. You may qualify for substantial relief and even forgiveness. See if you qualify and get the help you need by calling the Consumer Hotline, 800-535-3787. That's 800-535-3787.
I'm sure.
Good
North Carolina Tractor Supply, your Massey Ferguson dealer in Rutherfordton, has some really great ideas this year. This could be the year for you to get that Massey Ferguson you've been wanting. Stop by today and see what Massey Ferguson and Phil Sheehan at North Carolina Tractor Supply have for you. Check to see if you qualify for 0% financing. Today could be your day at North Carolina Tractor Supply, Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton.
We should see skies vary between mostly sunny and partly cloudy as we kick off the week today. It'll be fairly hot, a little bit humid, as highs reach around 86 to 91. Tonight it'll be mostly fair, a little muggy with a south to southwest breeze, lows in the mid to upper 60s. On Tuesday, we'll see partly sunny skies. We'll have a slight chance of an afternoon thunder shower, mainly toward the foothills counties. Highs tomorrow again about 86 to 91. A little better chance of a storm or two on Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Mike. We are looking at cloudy skies this morning at 67 already. We're warming up to about 88 for the daytime high, with only a 20% chance of showers this afternoon, nothing tonight. But looking toward the weekend, on Thursday, we have partly cloudy skies with a 60% chance of showers at daytime and nighttime. Then on Friday, mostly cloudy with thunderstorms likely, highs around 88. Lows around 70 Friday night with a 60% chance of precipitation. Saturday's looks pretty much the same, 40% chance of rain on Saturday. Then Saturday night is a 50-50 chance of getting through the night without any rain. Perhaps these will be early afternoon showers and they'll pass on through. We hope so anyway. Now it's Monday morning, and we always like to check in with Terry Thomas to find out where some job opportunities are in the area. Terry Thomas, good morning. How you doing?
Just fine.
Tell us where some job opportunities are for this area.
Okay. In the Rutherfordton area, we have a short order cook. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED and at least 6 months experience cooking fast food. The pay on this job is $7.25 an hour. In the Forest City area, we have a shopping bag machine operator. It does not require any experience. The employer is willing to train, and the pay is $13 an hour. We also have a shipping and receiving lead person in the Forest City area. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED, and this job pays up to $13 an hour, depending upon experience. We also have a machine operator assistance position in the Forest City area. This job does require a high school diploma, and it pays up to $11 an hour, depending upon experience. Still in the Forest City area, we have 2 communication technician positions. One requires at least 1 year experience, and the other position requires at least 2 years experience in repairing communications. You must have a high school diploma and or GED, and the pay on these jobs depending upon experience. Up in the Saluda area, we have a convenience store clerk's positions. They do have full-time and part-time positions. It does not require any experience, and the pay ranges from $8 to $10 an hour, depending upon experience. In the Columbus area, we have a direct support professional position. This job does not require any experience, and this job pays $9 an hour, depending upon experience. And also in the Columbus area and working some in the Spindle area, we have a part-time medical office assistant and interpreter position. You must have a high school diploma and or GED and at least 1 year experience. And you must be fluent in English and Spanish. This job pays from $11 an hour up to $13 an hour, depending upon experience. And we still have quite a few RN positions throughout the county, certified nursing assistants and personal care aides in the county. And Everest Textiles is still taking applications for various production jobs and supervisory positions. For more information on these or other jobs, you can call us at 828-286-3042, or you can go on our website at www.ncworks.gov.
Terry Thomas, thank you very much for that report. We look forward to finding out where those jobs are for folks, and maybe they get off the sofa and go get them.
It's my pleasure.
I'll see you next Monday.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
WCAB has been serving the community with family-friendly radio programming for 50 years. Thank you, Rutherford County, for making WCAB your radio station of choice. Turn it up. WCAB 590 Rutherfordton.
Thanks very much. It's 10 after 8 o'clock. More guests in the studio with me this morning in the Blue Room. Always happy to have Taylor and Zach with us from the Forest City Owls. And they're here this morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I guess I should say. Well, at least Zach keeps those late hours and doing those ball games. Zach, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Jim.
Hold that mic a little bit closer.
It's been a long weekend, you know. Went to Gastonia Friday night, went all the way down to Savannah, Georgia on Saturday. Got back about... someone called in the middle of the night. I called early Sunday morning, 4 a.m. on Sunday morning. So, it's been a long weekend.
How are the teams doing?
Well, they just won 7 games in 7 days. They're on a 7-game winning streak.
Wow.
They got last Sunday off, and then they were rained out on Monday night, and then they won in Martinsville, Virginia on Tuesday, won a doubleheader Wednesday, won against Gastonia in Forest City on Thursday, won at Gastonia Friday, and then at Savannah on Saturday. So they trailed by as many as 3 runs in 2 of the last 3 games, and they've still been able to come back and win all of them. So, I mean, they're off to a really good start here. They're 8-2 through 10 games to start the year, so very excited about these Owls.
I know they get excited about that, and the fans do as well when they're having a winning season like that, so it's a good time to come out and support them. Taylor, tonight's a big night in Forest City Owls?
Hey, Jim, yes, it pretty much is right now. I mean, makes our job a little bit easier with the way the guys are playing, and we actually have a doubleheader tonight at 6 o'clock. So you go ahead and get 14 innings instead of just 9 innings that we're used to. But it's also $1 Monday, too, so if you actually look at it, each game pretty much costs you 50 cents each. So, I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, we would love to have as many people come out and see the tear that these guys are putting on right now. And
well, who are they playing tonight?
They're actually playing High Point Thomasville High Toms. It's one of our big rivals from last year. We played them pretty much, I think, like 16, 17 times last summer, including playoffs. And again, it's another heavy dose of High Toms for the summer for us as well.
It's still a good time, and it's not too late for folks to buy season tickets, I guess.
Yes, no, I mean, please do. And what's great, too, is with our On the Perch, the new deck, we actually go ahead and have new pub tables available as well, right up on the second row. So you get to see the entire field. I mean, you have a bartender that pretty much is at your hands and feet begging you for whatever you want, which is always great. So yes, if you want to go ahead and buy box seats or pub table season tickets, please come to the office, go to the ticket booth during the game, things like that. We'll be happy to help.
Taylor, tell us about all these interns. You have a great staff of interns that do a fabulous job. What do they do? They
do a fantastic job. We actually have 12. Zach is technically one of our interns as well as a broadcaster, but we have about 4 or 5 operations interns, which throughout the game they keep scoreboard, live stats. They also do music and sound effects, which this year we've gotten a lot of compliments on that, and fantastic job. We also have marketing and our on-field hosts as well. They just do a great job. I was actually talking to you before the show. They were freaking out a little bit on Thursday because of the 600 Little Leaguers, but to me they did a great job. They handled it well. And then of course I have to give a shout out to our 2 ticket people. I mean, they pretty much got thrown into Forest City and how to sell tickets, and there's some angry customers, there's some happy customers. They were able to go ahead and see from all different spectrums. So, I mean, they definitely have a great experience here in Forest City, and I talked to people there's a couple in Knoxville, one from Virginia, a couple in North Carolina. We also have a video intern, too. He was able to get us on SportsCenter on our top 10. We made number 6.
That was quite a compliment for you.
Yes. Well, first off, shout out to Connor Grant. I mean, making 3 incredible plays. But Richard Martin, he's our video guy. Look out for him. He's very good. And we also have our social media person and our PA announcer as well. And William does a fantastic job. I mean, I can't complain. Our interns are doing great. So
shaping up to be an exciting year, it sounds like.
Yes, very exciting.
Zach, what are you finding about the team itself? Has there been a rising star yet?
I don't know if there's much of a rising star as much of it is just like it's somebody new every night. I mean, that's just kind of what the theme of last week was when they were on their winning streak. and you know, it's all backed up by good pitching. I mean, that's what any good baseball team is built on. I mean, you can have good offense, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a good pitching staff that gets you further along into the season. So I think our starters are all playing really well. I mean, last week we had, you know, Alec Bivens go, Dylan Burns go, Zach Brown, Daniel Portamani. I mean, all these guys that are coming in and pitching, and they're all giving at least, you know, 5 innings each and not allowing too many runs, and they're keeping us in the game. I mean, that's what head coach Matt Reed's been preaching every single night. Just says, give us a chance to win. I mean, we on Thursday, Forest City trailed by 4-0 to Gastonia, and you're still in the game. I mean, one swing of the bat, you could technically still tie it. So, and lo and behold, they scored 4 runs in the 6th to tie the game, and we got a whole new ball game. So that's just, you know, staying in the game, and it all starts with pitching, and the pitching staff's been doing really well. And then at the plate, it seems like they're kind of starting to, you know, come together a little bit, figure out what their lineup every night's going to be. I mean, this past weekend, Seth Hoagland, a home run on Friday, a home run Saturday, hit 2 home runs in 2 games, both on the road. So he's starting to get his bat together, and, you know, the first guy on the team that hit multi-home runs. Connor Grant obviously is a stud at the plate. I mean, on Thursday went 4 for 4 with 4 singles, and 3 of the 4 were infield singles. I mean, that's just speed. That he's just beating out plays at first, just a hustle guy. So it's great to have a guy like that. I mean, you got Ryan Kemp, who's just switching over to shortstop now. Played shortstop. He's usually a second baseman. Played shortstop the last 2 games. He's starting to come together really well at the plate. Tanner Bush, DH'd on Saturday, stole 4 bases. We like to run. We lead the league in stolen bases. So, I mean, you can look at so many different things with this team, but it's kind of like pick your poison, whichever one you want to look at mostly. It's just, you know, it's a whole collective team effort so far through 10 games, and that's what's really special about these guys.
Zach, as a play-by-play announcer for sporting events like this, when you come onto the field not knowing anybody, get ready for a game, how long does it take you to learn their names and know their positioning and their stats and all about them? Is that a difficult mind conception thing?
Well, it depends on the team. So game 1 this year was especially difficult because I didn't know Forest City, and we were playing Savannah, and I really didn't know them either. But it just goes back to game prep. So I go back and I have like a little bio I make on every player, and I get their school, you know, some fun facts about them, their stats from this year, and then I can look at their stats from this year of already in the league. But I mean, obviously for game 1 there are no stats, so it's pretty much you don't know anybody, and you got to fill a lot of airtime with a lot of guys you don't know anything about. So that's what pretty much all of that was. But I mean, I think it went okay. You know, it's just about you can dedicate as much time as you want to. It's just a matter of how good you want your broadcast to be. You know, it's just putting the time and effort into preparing for each and every single game. Like it's the most important one you've ever done. So that's just why it's really not as hard as you think it is. It's just putting in the time and effort to do so.
You're obviously doing a good job with our broadcast that we had with you Thursday night, broadcasting on the radio. It sounded very professional.
Oh yeah. Well, I try to keep it, you know, sounding a little bit more professional than maybe it is. But I mean, you know, that's half the fun, right? I mean, you just got to act like, you know, it's the big leagues, because for me it is. So I mean, I'm only, you know, just as some would call this an internship. I mean, for me, it's, you know, it's valuable experience that I need to carry on for the rest of my life. You know.
I thought maybe you'd gone to the Pete Van Wieren School of Baseball.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I'm just happy that, you know, for the first full game to be on WCAB, we were able to have such a good game on Thursday. I mean, we were down in that game multiple times, down by as many as 4, then trailed again late in the game and came back and won. So, I mean, I'm just happy that we got an exciting game on WCAB.
Let's look ahead, Taylor, if we can, just a moment. Some exciting things coming on June 23rd. That's the first, is it, for the Alice?
Actually, we played Chinese Taipei a little bit, I believe, before 2011. It might have been 2009. But yes, the Chinese Taipei Taiwan national team will be coming to Forest City on Friday, June 23rd. They'll actually be staying in Forest City for 4 nights. They arrive Thursday. I believe we're going to go ahead and do kind of like an open practice. They practice for 4 hours on Thursday at McNair Field. They stay the night. They'll actually be coming to that game on Thursday, and then we'll play them Friday. And then actually Saturday they go off and play the Hickory Crawdads. But what's great about that is June 23rd, all tickets are $5. It's first come, first served to the box seats, and we'll actually be giving another flat screen TV that night to anybody who walks to the ballpark with a ticket.
Do we need to learn to speak Chinese before they get here?
Well, I'm actually going to be learning on Thursday. I actually spoke with someone from Everest Textiles, and she's going to be helping me out a little bit. So kind of get a couple sayings, some things there, here and there. So it'd be nice.
And let's give a heads up on July 4th, and I'll let you guys go. July 4th, what's coming up?
Whew, July 4th. Well, of course, we're going to be doing our fireworks show. We'll actually be doing fireworks July 3rd and July 4th, but we'll actually be doing Freedom Fest, which is a town and Forest City event. We'll be doing that in the morning, and then, of course, we'll be following up that game, which is going to be a good one. I believe it's going to be our 9th game in 10 days, pretty much. So our boys are going to be ready for sure, but we're excited, especially for the fireworks.
Good. No injuries so far, right? Nobody's injured? Good. Taylor, Zach, thanks for being with us this morning. Give us an update on the Owls. Always happy to see you. Anytime you're available, share with us the good things going on. We'll encourage folks to go ahead and get those season tickets.
Yes, thanks, Jim.
I'll be back in just a few moments. Also this morning in the Blue Room, Mark Franklin's going to be here to talk about an exciting program as well. Stand by.
Foothills Cafe, located on Main Street in Forest City, takes this special time to wish all the graduating class a very prosperous future ahead. Keep reaching for the stars, and remember Foothills Cafe for delicious dining with live music every Friday, starring local artists. Also $5 burgers all day, every Tuesday. This message is brought to you from the great folks at Foothills Cafe on Main Street in Forest City.
I know what I want from my energy company. I want to know that my power is always on and that my energy is cleaner, safer, and affordable. That's why as a Duke Energy lineman, I'm working hard to make that possible. I feel honored to serve our community. It's a good feeling knowing that I'm helping to build a smarter, reliable energy future for all of us, for my family and for yours.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Hi, this is Rhonda with Smith's Drugs of Forest City. I have recently moved over to home medical supply after 8 years of service in the Fountain. I now can help you with your diabetic shoe needs, mastectomy products, and all other home medical supplies. Please call or come by and see me at 139 East Main Street in Forest City or call area code 828-245-4591. Thank you.
Hey, you don't know how really what's going on under that carpet if you've had your carpet down for a while, particularly if you have kids or grandkids are crawling around on it. You need to have that carpet cleaned. If it's been a while, I want to encourage you to call Quality Clean Carpet Care. They do a great job. All cleaning supplies are biodegradable and harmless to children and pests. So they guarantee as good a better job than the national brands for half the price. Now, why don't you call Quality Clean Carpet Care? Let them come out and give you an estimate. They got some specials going on right now. The phone number to call is 453-8886. 453-8886. Any 3 rooms, steam cleaning and deodorizing, $74.99. Any 5 rooms, steam cleaning and deodorizing, $94.99. Full service cleaning per room. They got a price for that. Senior discount, senior citizen discount, ages 60 and up, and law enforcement and active military, special discount on that. These are good folks. They've done some work for me, and I know how good a work they do. No hidden charges at all. Everything dries in about 2 hours. You don't want just anything put down on your carpet. You want to make sure it's done right. So call Quality Clean Carpet Care. Again, let me give you that phone number. It's 453-8886. 23 minutes after 8 o'clock, Deputy Bruton was gave us a report earlier this morning. We recorded it for broadcast at this time.
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 248 calls for service. The jail has processed 13 arrests, and there's currently 190 detainees in the jail. For incident reports, Marshal Joe Wilson reported a misdemeanor larceny. Adam Wesley Labrie reported Holly Marie Honeycutt reported a Adam Wesley Labrie missing. Timothy Pano Powell reported a larceny of a motor vehicle. Robbie Scott Green reported a misdemeanor larceny and a second-degree trespass. Billy Dwight Prince reported an injury to real property. Bill Moore reported a break and entering and a larceny after break and entering. Shakira Simone Davis reported a damage to personal property. Philip Eugene Sane reported a misdemeanor larceny. For arrest reports, Bridget Ann Samuel was served with a show cause order. Jonathan Andrew Weeks was charged with false police report to the police station. Billy James Ashley was charged with a federal indictment. Alonzo Munoz was charged with a show cause order. Gary Shannon Lowry was charged with misdemeanor larceny and attempted larceny. Laura Avery Wall Early was charged with a misdemeanor larceny and attempted larceny. Joshua Aaron Lawing was charged with assault with deadly weapon inflicting serious injury. And that's all we have.
On Westwood One Sports, as the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Predators in Nashville 2-0 to win their second cup in as many years. Pens captain Sidney Crosby amassed 27 points during the postseason. That earned him the playoff MVP's Conn Smythe Trophy.
We all know how difficult it is to win, and back-to-back is incredible. I'm really proud of our group, and I know now why it's so tough, and we earned every bit of it.
Predators goalie Pekka Rinne disappointed that their run for the cup fell short.
I was treating this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you never know when you're going to get another opportunity. And the only thing I was thinking about was that cup and dreaming about that. And so right now it's a tough one.
Ryan Blaney had 67 previous opportunities to win a NASCAR Cup race, and on his 68th try, he won down the stretch at Pocono. He held off Kevin Harvick to win the race Sunday, doing it without a working team radio. The runner-up Harvick said Blaney was elusive over the last few laps.
We ran him down. Just never could charge the corner hard enough to get to his bumper. That was our only weakness.
Tonight, Golden State will try again to close out their second NBA championship in 3 years. The Warriors have a 3-1 lead and aim to close out the Cavs when they host Game 5 tonight in Oakland. Following Saturday night's must-win in Game 4 in Cleveland, LeBron James told ABC Sports the Cavs will take what little momentum they got from their Game 4 win and hope to stave off elimination once more in Oakland.
We know it's going to be very difficult, but if we continue to not turn the ball over like we've done the last 2 games, especially in their building where they're extremely good, we give ourselves a good chance.
No team in NBA history has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a playoff series at any stage of the postseason. Tip-off in Game 5 from the Oracle at 9 o'clock tonight on ABC. This is NCN Sports.
Employers, if you're looking to fill open positions, NCJobsNow.com with its powerful statewide ad campaign can reach applicants all across North Carolina. And there's more good news. NCJobsNow.com has lower rates on single listings, plus an introductory offer that makes NCJobsNow.com the most cost-efficient way to advertise your job openings. For larger employers, plans are available that enable you to post all your job openings. For more details, go to NCJobsNow.com. That's NCJobsNow.com.
Get ready for a totally new type of museum experience at the North Carolina Museum of History's groundbreaking new exhibit, North Carolina and World War I. Wind your way through a life-size trench system with 8-foot walls, a reproduction field hospital, floor-to-ceiling murals, historic film footage and interactive video, plus over 500 artifacts on display. Don't miss your chance to step into the shoes of a Tar Heel soldier from 100 years ago. It's free and now open at the North Carolina Museum of History in downtown Raleigh.
Rafael Nadal won again at the French Open. Nadal beat Stan Wawrinka in straight sets to claim his record-extending 10th French title. It's his 15th career Grand Slam. Game 2 between Wake Forest and Florida in their best-of-3 series in the NCAA Baseball Super Regional in Gainesville postponed before 8 last night because of rain. The Deacs and Gators scheduled to resume play this afternoon. Wake Forest leading 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th. The Gators lead the series 1-0. They took the opener 2-1 Saturday in extra innings. That game was in a nearly 4-hour rain delay and lasted about 7.5 hours. A deciding game will be played about an hour after the conclusion of Game 2 if necessary. The series winner will advance to the College World Series in Omaha. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Do you need some extra money in your pocket? Try Insurance Service Associates, your local independent agent. We can shop your auto and home insurance with several companies to get you better coverage and the best rate. Insurance Service Associates at 127 East Trade Street in Forest City for auto, home, or commercial insurance. More choices, better coverage, best rate. That's Insurance Service Associates, 245-5301.
You know, Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road in Spindale, has been part of the family for years. Your granddad, your dad, and now this generation is depending on the great inventory, excellent service, and better pricing. Listen to some of these items we need probably right about now. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 a bag. Dog food, fire and ant killer in spray and granular. Flea and tick prevention. Carpenter bee traps, weed killer, and so much more. Go see Scott and his team today at 770 Oakland Road, Spindale, and keep the family tradition going.
Now it's finally here, so it's just another stroll in the park.
And at Pocono, Bubba Wallace will get help from 7-time.
He said, see you on Sundays now, bro. And I was like, all right, that's cool.
Plus Kurt and the Polo Ponies.
It's really neat. It's a fun world.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass. There's no one in the world quite like you. That's why your search for a car is more than just, well, the search for a car. It's about finding the perfect car for you. The right car to carry you on the journey to your dreams. At Auto Trader, you can compare new and used cars and save your searches along the way. Auto Trader will send you cars that match what you're looking for. And they'll even let you know when the price drops on a car you've saved. Auto Trader, the only car search engine driven by you.
If you're on the road in an RV, car, or truck and you're pulling a heavy load like a camper, trailer, or boat, get the one product to help give you the performance you need. Z-Max Micro Lubricant. Since 1936, Z-Max has been known for dispersing harmful carbon buildup in engines and fuel systems. Z-Max soaks into metal, helping improve performance and mileage, extend engine life, and reduce emissions. For use in new or used vehicles, get Z-Max today at zmax.com or visit your local auto parts store. Also available for firearms.
Darrell Wallace Jr., who likes to be called Bubba, is no ordinary rookie, making his Monster Energy Cup Series debut this weekend at Pocono. Oh, sure, he'd like to be treated just like any other driver, but the fact remains he's the first African-American to make a start on NASCAR's Top Series in 11 years.
At the end of the day, it's just a race car, a little bit more horsepower, just a little bit bigger venue, a little bit bigger crowd. But I've been waiting for this moment for 15 years, however long I've been racing, a long time. And now it's finally here, so it's just another stroll in the park.
And a 7-time champion has offered to help the 23-year-old any way he can.
Jimmy Johnson had reached out. As soon as pretty much we announced it, he said, see you on Sundays now, bro. And I was like, all right, that's cool. That's really cool there. He said if I needed anything to reach out to him, so I'm going to try to grab him. I just asked him, what do I need to expect?
Driving the Richard Petty 43, Wallace was 19th quickest in the opening practice for the Pocono 400. Up on top was Kyle Larson, followed by Kyle Busch and Matt Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. ran only 8 laps before he missed a shift and blew up his engine. He'll now have to start in the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Rookie of the Year contender Ty Dillon comes into the weekend full of confidence after leading laps and being in contention to put the Geico Chevrolet in victory lane last week at Dover.
The funny thing is there was never doubt in my mind that we could run up front with these guys since this year started. I think we just had to prove it to ourselves and prove it to other people that we're a strong team.
According to the Sports Business Journal, Daytona is about to unveil a ticket package for the upcoming Coke Zero 400 with more than a dozen perks that cost $4,000. And let's get you what you need. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
AutoZone presents the oil change. Regular oil changes protect your engine from wear and tear, helping your car roll well beyond the 100,000-mile mark. And right now, you can get 5 quarts of Castrol conventional motor oil and an STP filter for just $23.99. So visit your local AutoZone. With over 5,000 locations, the right supplies and good advice are just around the corner. Let's get you what you need. See store for restrictions and details.
Get in the zone. AutoZone. Kurt Busch's wife, Ashley, is a professional polo player, and he spent some time this week in the Big Apple cheering her on.
It's really neat. It's a fun world. Right after that big New York City event, I'm back there with a trainer and the horses, packing up the trailer like it was our old late model team and sending them back to Virginia. So it's been fun.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you in part by AutoZone.
When you're looking for a new bike, don't settle for second best, and that's precisely why you want a Honda. And the best place to get your off-road bike, your street bike, four-wheelers, dirt bike, or your new all-terrain vehicles, they got it all. It's E&H Honda in Alexander Mills. The Honda quality and style has been the big seller over these many years. The name E&H Honda has been the place to go for over 25 years because people expect the best from them. For personal hometown service and experience, stop by 122 Blanton Circle, Alexander Mills, Forest City. That's E&H Honda.
We should see skies vary between mostly sunny and partly cloudy as we kick off the week today. It'll be fairly hot, a little bit humid, as highs reach around 86 to 91. Tonight will be mostly fair, a little muggy with a south to southwest breeze, lows in the mid to upper 60s. On Tuesday, we'll see partly sunny skies. We'll have a slight chance of an afternoon thunder shower, mainly toward the foothills counties. Highs tomorrow again about 86 to 91. A little better chance of a storm or two on Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
69 degrees. We climbed from 65 to 69 on our way, though, to a high of 88 today with some partly cloudy conditions. I see it looks like the sun might be trying to peek out behind those clouds out there right now. And there's a possibility, about a 20% chance of isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. Now, that scattered thunderstorm is in the forecast pretty much all week, but the percentages are kind of low, 20%, 40%. 60% is the highest percentage of rain, and that's Thursday and Thursday night, Friday and Friday night. It drops back to 40% on Saturday. But it's one of those probably come and go kind of thing, not a deluge of rain, but we'll take it as it comes. Right now, again, 69 degrees here at WCAB in Rutherfordton. Congratulations to Daryl and Jeannie Bostick of Bostick. They're celebrating 18 years together in marriage today, and they won the cake from Granny B's this morning. And we're being kind to all grandparents everywhere. Many of you are out there, grandparents, some of you even great-grandparents, possibly even great-great, but we won't go there yet. But all grandparents, we salute you because nothing like it, is it? We're always honored and happy to have Mark Franklin in the studio with you in the Blue Room. Mark is Customized Training Director at Isothermal Community College. Mark, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Jim. Thank you.
Always glad to have you here to talk about some exciting things. Isothermal always seems to stay out front in opening up possibilities for folks to get training and meeting the challenges that's coming our way in the future. Tell us about what's coming up.
Well, Jim, we're very excited about our newest training opportunity at Isothermal Community College. It's an Advanced Manufacturing Institute, and this training program has been put together to help give individuals the foundational skill sets that they'll need to be successful working in manufacturing. And manufacturing in Rutherford County is making a strong comeback. It's still it has always been strong, but I know when the textile industry and other companies left our area, there was a huge decline in the overall number of manufacturing jobs in our area. But the manufacturing that's in Rutherford County is strong and vibrant, and there are some tremendous career opportunities available in manufacturing and some great earnings potentials available in manufacturing here in Rutherford County.
The Everest Textile is creating some new challenges for us in this area, aren't they?
Absolutely. We're excited to have Everest Textiles in our community, and they're going to be employing initially around 500 people, and their plans are within the next 3 years to be over 600 employees. And so that's certainly some tremendous opportunities there for employment in our area, and some good paying jobs with good benefits. And so we want to provide training to help people be prepared to be successful in the manufacturing industry. And so we've put together our Advanced Manufacturing Institute, and the Institute will provide skill sets that our manufacturers have identified that are important to them. The things that they've identified that are going to be required for someone to be successful working in manufacturing. And a lot of those skill sets are related to what are termed the soft skills, which means being able to work well as a team, being able to resolve conflict, having great communication skills, being on time for work, being at work the days you're scheduled to work, having a great attitude. Those type of things are very important to manufacturing, and so that's certainly going to be emphasized as part of this training.
Are these classes, are they geared for folks without any background in manufacturing, or those who have had it in the past just need a refresher, or both?
It's both, Jim. Certainly individuals that have had experience in manufacturing, this is a great opportunity to hone some of those skills, and as you said, a refresher, and help them to be ready to go right in and start in a manufacturing career. And then someone that maybe has never actually worked in manufacturing before. Again, it's a great opportunity to expose them to what the manufacturing environment is like. Part of the The training will be making visits to manufacturing facilities so that you can see the environment that you'd be working in. Sometimes we have perceptions of what manufacturing is like, and those perceptions are the furthest from reality. Manufacturing is very high tech, state-of-the-art machinery. It's very clean atmosphere. It's not, maybe what we picture from, the 1960s or 1950s, what manufacturing used to be. It's a very high-tech, very advanced industry, and I think that a lot of people would be surprised to see what is available in manufacturing just here in Rutherford County.
Where will the classes be held, and when do they start, and what does one have to do to get enrolled?
The classes will be on the campus of Isothermal Community College at the Spindale campus. They will start June 26th, and the classes will be 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and they will start at 8:30 in the morning and run till 3:30 in the afternoon with an hour for lunch. And it's 120 total hours of training, and it'll be over a 6-week period. If somebody would like to register for the classes, they should contact Karen Marshall. Her number is 828-395-1408.
Any prerequisites to be enrolled in the class?
No, no prerequisites. If you have not graduated from high school, you can still enroll as long as you meet I'd say a 9th grade reading level, and we can give you an assessment test to verify that, but no.
You obviously have a background in manufacturing yourself, and I know you have seen a lot of changes take place over the years and see the need for a training program such as this. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Talk about the years ago with the cotton mills, he used to call them, to where we are today is a major step.
Well, Jim, back as you talk about, the textile industry in our community, which was strong and vibrant for so many years, and it became almost a family tradition to work in textiles, and textiles provided a lot of very good livings for people in our community, and was certainly a valuable part of our community. Today's manufacturing is different from that. We don't have manufacturers in the county that employ 2,000 people anymore. Back in the textile days, that was not unusual to have a large manufacturer such as that. With Everest Textiles coming back into the community, they will be the largest manufacturing employer in the county when they get up to 500 employees. So our manufacturing now employs fewer people, but it's higher tech, and the skill sets that are needed require more training and more credentials and more education than maybe what was required 30 years ago.
Terry Thomas with the job market earlier this morning said Everett's still looking for employees. Where are they now in terms of getting started? Are they pretty close to being ready to kick it off here pretty soon?
I'm not exactly sure what their timetables are. I know they would like to be in production sometime late this summer. I'm not exactly sure what that date is that their target is to start production. But yes, they are definitely aggressively hiring and pursuing getting that plant up and running. They've already moved in a tremendous amount of machinery, and they are well on their way to being to the point they can actually start production in their facility.
Well, it'll be good to see that manufacturing again returned here. We've had, of course, have some, but seeing it grow in the county, I think we're sitting on the threshold of some really big growth here.
Absolutely.
Mark, one more time, quick, before we have to leave, tell us the starting time, where it is, and how to get involved.
So the starting date is June 26th, and it'll be on the Spindale campus of Isothermal Community College. And if you're interested in registering, and we do have financial aid available, there's a good possibility that this training could be provided at no cost. But if you're interested in registering for the training, contact Karen Marshall. Her number is 828-395-1408.
Mark Franklin, Customized Training Director of Isothermal Community College, my guest this morning. Mark, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, Jim.
And I'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, boy.
Hi, I'm the neighborhood vehicle inspector, and I need to test drive your new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
Phil, we've been friends for years. I know it's you.
What, Phil? Who? Now, if you'll just hand over the keys.
Hand over that disguise, play a Jeep brand scratch-off, and maybe you could win one of your own.
Oh, cool. Can I drive it to the store?
Oh, you can ride shotgun.
Sweet! Jeep brand scratch-offs from the North Carolina Education Lottery with over $12 million in cash prizes. Plus, enter for a chance to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, Jeep Renegade Trailhawk, or Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon.
Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning, including break-even prizes, are 1 in 4.18. Approximate odds to win a top prize are 1 in 960,000. Odds of winning the Jeep Brand Second Chance promotion drawings will depend on the number of eligible entries received. Problem Gambling Helpline 877-718-5543. Jeep, the Jeep Grill, and related logos, vehicle model names, and trade dress are trademarks of FCA US LLC, used under the license by MDI Entertainment LLC.
Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service owner Kent Dorsey, along with staff members Bob Billingsley, Randy Bostick, Jamie Shelton, Reverend Dean Vaughn, and Michael Sersland, invite you to their website at www.washburndorsey.com for online obituaries and up-to-date weather information. In a day of out-of-state owned funeral homes in the area, Washburn and Dorsey is one of your locally owned funeral homes.
Wondering where to turn for your real estate needs? I invite you to turn to the professionals of RE/MAX Journey. Sherry Revis and Michelle Uckpich are now located in Rutherfordton at 141 Laurel Hill Drive behind Hardee's. They offer many years of experience with excellent results. Let Sherry and Michelle go to work for you. Call the RE/MAX office today at 828-395-2222 or visit them on the web at www.journeyrealtync.com. Nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX.
Each office independently owned and operated.
Those facing cancer don't have to do it alone. Rutherford Regional's Cancer Resource Center offers patient navigation, experienced nurses who are there to provide information, support, and guidance when you need it most. In many cases, our nurse navigators are available to attend doctor visits with you to provide explanations about your treatment. The Cancer Resource Center is located just off Business 74 in Forest City next to Belk. For information, call 828-245-4596 or visit www.myrutherfordregional.com/cancer.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
Absolutely, absolutely. When this story, I'll bring it up because I know a lot of folks are at the beach, and this I do it as a precautionary to think about it as you're out on the ocean. Down at Emerald Isle, North Carolina, the U.S. Coast Guard Sunday afternoon called off a search for a Wayne County teenager who vanished in the ocean off Emerald Isle Saturday evening. Search efforts were underway until about 3 o'clock for the 17-year-old Wayne County boy who was caught in a rip current and went missing while swimming. The incident happened around 6:08 p.m. on Saturday. Emerald Isle Police Chief James Reese said a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old were swimming when they got caught in a rip current. The 16-year-old boy was located Saturday and was brought ashore by a surfer. He was taken to Cataract Health Care and then airlifted to Vidant Medical Center, where he remains in critical condition. During the search for the 17-year-old, Coast Guard assets covered approximately 129 square nautical miles and searched for over 25 hours, officials said, and they never were able to catch him. Earlier Sunday, an MH-60 Jayhawk helicopter crew from Coast Guard Air Station Elizabeth City and the crew of the Coast Guard cutter were searching the waters, and they have given up on that search, I think, at this point. So it's sad way to end a vacation. No doubt going down to celebrate maybe graduation in the school and got caught up in those rip currents. They're really, really dangerous. So you just need to caution folks to be aware of that and don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be so tough when you feel that undercurrent pulling at you. Get on back out of the way because it can be very, very treacherous. And those of you who travel to South Carolina down Interstate 85, South Carolina 85, some of you go the Heron Circle way through Heron Circle. It's going to be closed for construction. 85 SC 85 southbound to close at Heron Circle, according to the Department of Transportation office in Spartanburg. They plan to close the existing bridges on SC 85 southbound from Heron Circle to Buffington Road for repairs. This section of SC 85 is about half a mile long and will begin at Heron Circle off ramp on SC 85 southbound. The closure will begin today and is expected to end by Friday, June 30th. So if you're traveling that way, be aware of the fact there'll be some detours. They'll have all that posted for you, but just want to give you a heads up. And I know some of you travel that direction and go through by the Heron Circle. Let's see what else. What other? Here's a quick story. Another sad note on down in Chesney. We have a lot of listeners down in the Chesney area, but this 57-year-old woman died Saturday morning after a house fire in Chesney. Cheryl Henderson died at Spartanburg Medical Center shortly before 10:30, according to an email from Spartanburg County Coroner Rusty Clevenger. The cause and manner of death are pending, according to Clevenger. The county sheriff's office and Spartanburg County fire marshal are investigating that fire, but Cheryl Henderson of Chesney lost her life in that fire. And another quick note, those of you who buy Tyson Foods and their breaded chicken products, they are having a major recall. Anyone who recently purchased Tyson Foods chicken product should check your refrigerator. The company is recalling approximately 2,485,374 pounds of ready-to-eat breaded chicken products. The USDA FSIS announced Friday that the recall is due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. Inspectors said the product could contain milk and that ingredient was not declared on the label. The affected items were produced and packaged from August 17, 2016 through January 14, 2017, and the USDA said the problem was found June 6, 2017. Those items were shipped to places nationwide, including schools, for institutional use. So you check your products. It's the Tyson fully cooked whole grain strip-shaped chicken patty fritters. The allergens may not bother some of you, may bother others, but in fact it's not posted. They're having to recall it because the people who would be affected by the allergens would be affected by the allergens because they didn't know it was in there. Also, the Tyson fully cooked whole grain chicken patty fritters, the Tyson fully cooked whole grain breaded chicken patties, the Tyson fully cooked whole grain chunk shaped breaded chicken patties, and the Tyson fully cooked breaded chicken patties CN, and the fully cooked whole grain golden crispy chicken chunk fritters, and Spare Time fully cooked breaded chicken patties, Spare Time fully cooked chicken patties fritters. So all of those brands, you can check with your grocery store about what might be hazardous to your health if you're allergic to those kinds of things. Fortunately, I don't think I'm allergic to anything other than when I eat a lot of chocolate and sweet stuff like that, it sort of makes my belly bulge. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I guess I'm allergic to is eating too much. It does affect my waistline, but other than that, I think I'm okay. A Greenville woman was arrested Friday on multiple charges of human trafficking, among other crimes. According to the arrest report, the Greenville Police Department and the Department of Homeland Security Investigations Task Force, aligned in 2016, tasked with the job of investigating crimes relating to federal and state human trafficking laws. Did you know that was going on? Yeah, but human trafficking is a serious problem. And down in Greenville, even, they've arrested someone. In early 2017, the combined forces began receiving tips about reports of human trafficking, resulting in an investigation revealing crimes that reportedly happened from March 2014 to 2017. So the law enforcement officers determined suspect Veronica Perdomo, 42 of Greenville, was involved in these alleged crimes of human trafficking. She's being held in the Greenville County Detention Center on the following charges: 12 counts of trafficking, 7 counts of blackmail, extortion, 12 counts of obtaining a signature of property under false pretenses, and 1 count of fraudulently impersonating an officer to secure property. There are people like that that would abuse another human body, another human, put them under restrictions like that. They ought to. Well, that's what they ought to do. I won't say what they ought to do. Anyway, it's been a busy morning. Thanks for joining us for the morning wake-up call. We'll be back here bright and early tomorrow morning, and we hope you'll join us right here live from the Blue Room at WCAB, Northland Cable Channel 5. and streaming on the World Wide Web. So long, everybody.
WCAB News. I'm Mike Riley. President Trump's already busy lawyers are getting more work. Over to CBS's Vicki Barker.
In the first ever such case, the attorneys general for Maryland and Washington, D.C. are filing suit against President Trump today, alleging he has violated anti-corruption clauses in the U.S. Constitution. They claim Mr. Trump has repeatedly broken his promises to separate his public duties from his private business interests. And if you accept that premise, says the Washington Post, Mr. Trump has reaped millions in payments and benefits from foreign governments since moving into the White House. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
A North Carolina soldier was among 3 killed in Afghanistan over the weekend. The Department of Defense announced this morning that 22-year-old Corporal Dylan C. Baldridge of Youngsville was killed on Saturday. Officials say he and the other 2 soldiers died from gunshot wounds, and the incident is under investigation. The soldiers were supporting Operation Freedom Sentinel and were stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. The defense will begin making its case today for comedian Bill Cosby, who was accused of sexually assaulting a Temple University basketball manager. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleiman says it would be a bad idea for Cosby to take the stand.
The risks are so high here because he opens the door, potentially, which is illegal for